For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. This Bible verse is a verse that has meant so much to me throughout my time here at Weimar Academy. This is a verse that not only I have committed to memory, but I have used a lot during my worship talks here at Weimar Academy. So today, it is only fitting that I speak to you about how this verse has been a blessing to my life. I want to start by focusing on this first part of this verse, which reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord." Before coming to Weimar, I had never heard of Weimar Academy. When my family decided one day to tell us that we would be moving here to Weimar, I immediately felt worried and anxious. I was also feeling saddened by this move because I knew that I would not only be leaving my friends, but my other family. My life in Southern California was all I knew. I didn't trust in this plan, for I wasn't sure it wasn't a good one for me. But knowing that my family was making this move in faith helped me to feel confident in God's promise. For the last few years, I have held to this promise that this was God's plan for me. It hasn't always been easy here at Weimar. At times, I have even questioned the reason for my being here. But now looking back, I have seen that God has given me an opportunity to learn more about Him, something that I may not have been able to do had we never moved here. The next part of this verse reads, "Plans to prosper you and not to harm you." This part of the verse has always brought me peace of mind. The fact that I know that God has a plan for me, a plan to help me succeed, and most importantly, a plan not to bring me harm fills me with a sense of peace and serenity that I know that can only come from God. One of the most important lessons that I have learned from my time here at Weimar Academy is the lesson of trusting and having faith in God. That has always been a challenge for me because I'm a person that likes to be in control of most situations. However, I have learned here in Weimar to give it all to the one who can bring you guidance and peace. Depending on God is what I must continue learning to do as I begin a new chapter in my life. Finally, the last and best, in my opinion, part of this verse, it reads, "To give you hope and a future." This last section couldn't be any more perfect for today. As I graduate tomorrow, the uncertainties about my future may lie ahead of me. But knowing that God is promising to give me hope and a future puts all my anxieties at ease. Today I see His blessings. Today I see that He has a future for me and my classmates. Today I see that without Him, there is no future or peace of mind. Today I see that He loves me. As I move on today, I know that I can rest assured of His plans for me. Though my journey here is done, I am thrilled for what God has in store for me. Thank you. Mom and Dad, I'd like to begin by thanking you both for always being here to support me. Even though I don't always do my best, you've always shown me how to be the best at things. I know I don't always express my gratitude and love for everything you do for me, and I apologize for that. But please know that I truly appreciate everything you do for me. Mom, I honestly had no idea what a true best friend was until you and I became closer, and I realized you were the definition of one. We may have disagreements from time to time, but we always find a way to work through them, forget about them, and continue to be best friends. Mom, I admire that I can tell you almost anything, and you won't judge me. You do judge, but in a good way, since you know I'm capable of much more. Thank you for all your late-night conversations about random topics, friendships, our days, and even listening to me rant about school. Also the fun girly outings when the guys aren't around. I hope you know how much I appreciate everything you do for me. You do things for me that I don't even ask for. And while it may be a mother's role to do so, you go above and beyond, and I am grateful. I am privileged to have you as a mother and a best friend. I love you, Mom, and thank you. Dad, I know you try to push me hard to do my utmost best because you know I'm capable, but it's ultimately up to me to achieve my best. I appreciate all I appreciate all of your support and guidance with my schoolwork since I was young, including staying up late and working on science projects. You're always willing to help me with any project I had, and I believe that working on such projects together brought us closer. Dad, you and I are more alike than we realize. We both enjoy technology, cars, sports, travel, baking, cooking, and among other things. And yes, I know we've grown apart over the years, primarily due to our disagreeing and stubbornness, but nonetheless, I admired you. I even remember the smallest things we did together, such as baking competitions, surfing in Hawaii, hiking in unusual areas, buying kayaks, and taking me to my horseback riding lessons. I'm not sure if I thanked you for everything, but I really appreciated it. As I become more of a woman, just know that your little girl isn't gone. Love you, Dad. My second mother, whom I adore and admired greatly. Even if I don't tell you often, I hope you know how much I value you. You're a lovely mother and aunt, all combined into one. I appreciate how supportive you are, regardless of how wrong or correct I am. I can't express how glad I am to have you as a second mother, who never fails to make me laugh, even at your weird jokes. Thank you so much. My unique siblings, whom I love but have a hard way of showing, thank you for teaching me patience, which will help greatly later in life. Thank you.
Mia, the sass queen. Firstly, I'm glad you showed up. We have a little running joke, Mia and I, where whenever I see Mia in school, I kind of, I'll be rubbing my eyes or wiping my glasses. I'm like, oh, you're here. And that's gone on for a while. Mia, in the Bible, there is a strong connection between naming children and their character. And it just hit me today that your name is Mia. M-I-A. Which is the acronym for missing in action. And I was like, wow, the amount of times I've been like, where's Mia? Where is Mia? We need Mia. Nowhere to be found. You got to admit, that's kind of funny. Right? I think it's funny. You're one of the students that I don't want to see less of, I want to see more of. I wish you were sticking around a little bit longer. I wish that, not just being present, I wish we got to see more of who you are. Because I think in there's a really good person. And I don't know what has maybe kept you from fully committing. But whatever that is, I know that Jesus can help you with it. And I hope that you would let him. I hope that you would make that decision to give him your life. Because trust me, it's all there is. I want to change your name. We'll keep Mia because, I can't override your parents. But I want to change it to mission in action instead of missing. I want you to make it your mission to get to know the Lord for yourself. I want you to make it your mission to help other people to get to know Jesus. Because God has made it his mission in action to get to know you. I thank you for blessing us with your somewhat limited presence this year. But I hope that you will spend the rest of your life and for eternity with Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Mia Elise Colon.
Mia, I wish I could have gotten to know you better. I have enjoyed having you in my family group this year. You have an intriguing combination of a soft heart, a bit of stubbornness, a desire to do well, yet maybe not more than necessary. I am sorry for your health challenges. I'm sure they haven't helped anything this year. You are beautiful on the outside, Mia, and Jesus is in the business of living out his beautiful character on the inside as we give him permission. I pray that as you go through life, you will not be satisfied with what the world has to offer, but that you will feel God's love over and over, and that you will turn to him naturally when you need strength and wisdom and courage. The second part of Psalms 34:10 says, "They who seek the Lord shall not be in want of any good thing." Take time to talk to him every day.
Andrew Ryan Cornelius.